Hello, welcome back to the Brickfilm Day podcast, episode 6, believe it or not.
I can't believe it!
My name is Lewis, also known as Bricks and Pieces Animation, and today I'm joined by... Who are you people again?
I'm James Kaywood, I'm here and I'm talking, yeah? Jared, go.
I am
Just because you have COVID doesn't mean you have to lose all, social skills. Okay, nice. Jared from Bever. Break from HQ. Jeremy.
I am Jeremy Borchers from Joe Bohr 1777.
You say it's 1777?
Yes, I do.
That's so cursed. I'm sorry. I always read of Joe Bohr 1777. I guess it rings nicer to say 1777, but damn. Okay, BP. What's the processions? What's happening here?
Wow. The reason why we're doing this podcast is Brickfilm Day. Isn't that right, James?
Brickfilm Day 2021?
That's right.
If you basically want to enter, just make sure to upload a video on the day of March 27th and send it to us through an email on our Discord server or Instagram or Twitter. DMs should be linked below in this very description. And you will be featured in the event. So what a time. Celebrate brickfilming. Have a good time. Get some spotlight. That's all there is to it. Fun.
Gerald and Jeremy, you two met up recently, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We went to Chick-fil-A.
We did go to Chick-fil-A.
What an American activity.
We also met big lad Andrew, AJF Studios.
Shout out Andrew.
Yes, shout out Andrew. And yeah, we went to the Lego store. I don't think we bought any Legos, but we went to the Lego store. Actually, I think I bought a base plate.
Yeah, Brickfilmermeetups are really cool. I gotta say, try and go for one in your lifetime. It's most convenient if you happen to live nearby someone, like someone in the same country as you.
That would be nice, wouldn't it, James?
That would be so nice.
Though you met Facebook, what? How long ago was that?
Facebook,
Or Aether Films, whatever. Aether Films.
Aether Films, yeah. That was December 2017. So goddamn, that was 3 years ago. What the fuck?
You did invite me, except I was not on the same side of the country.
To London.
Well, I didn't think it was worth traveling 6 hours there and back on a school night just to meet you up in the Lego store for 1 hour.
No. Yeah, it wasn't. But that's the thing as well. I think now, if I was to go and do it now, I think I would seriously make much more of a thing of. I would love to spend a weekend with someone at the very least, or something. I don't know, a whole day, man.
Yeah.
Let's make a brick film together. Have a little mini thag.
Come to my house.
Yeah, I did almost meet DGRM Productions once. We actually went to the same football game, except we were supporting different sides, so it was kind of awkward, and we couldn't meet each other half time. So,
you guys and your football culture.
Don't you mean soccer?
No, I mean football, Jared. American football
No,
isn't. You don't even use your feet.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, technically, they do field goals and punts and shit.
Yeah.
That's kicking.
Exactly.
Don't
Okay.
they run? I think that's using your feet.
I'm not saying it makes
know
sense,
what-
but they do use their feet.
You know what I
somewhat.
think is weird?
What do you think?
Is that the Alien 3 title has the 3 at the end, but not like a normal 3. It
Okay,
has-
Mr. Random.
It has the 3 like it's being cubed, like in math, like a number will have like a 3 at the end, but it's like small and at the top, and it's like cubed. That's the way Alien 3's title is, and I don't like that. It was also directed by David Fincher. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's his first movie.
Let's get back onto the discussion of brickfilming and Lego.
Yeah, so let's talk about BFD future. I am just an admin. I don't think I have any say in BFD future.
You can be more. That's the thing, though. It is a community channel. Any person can take over at any point. It's just the responsibility of it, and I think maybe, I don't know. It's just uncertain. You don't want to give it to someone who's not good. Not saying you're not good. I'm just saying in general, like.
No, yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
It's different to like Bricks in Motion, where they could just give another user the job to organise like Broad Back each year. You know, it's our events are linked to our social media and our YouTube very heavily, so you want to be careful who you just give the password out to. You know.
Yeah, that is true. Fucking someone goes mad and deletes all of the Brickfilm Day videos.
Bye
Can you
Bohemian
imagine?
Rhapsody.
Yo, Jesus. Yo. Yeah, no. But the feature of Brickfilm Day, we've been doing it for quite a while, and it's quite a funny thing as well, because like it started as a very spontaneous thing that was kind of meant to be a one-off, and then it just kept going. And we've actually done a fuck ton of shit. We really have. So it's a weird thing of like you never really know like how far it's gonna go, but it'll be sad as well to just stop, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, part of the reason why we're just letting everybody just upload at some point on the day is we don't really have enough time to organise it all in the way we were doing the past few years, because it's grown to such an extent where there's so much interest at this point. You know.
So I don't know. At least for the future, hopefully we'll always be able to do a Brickfilm Day, because this so far has taken very minimal organisation, which has been quite a nice change of pace. I mean, I haven't really helped out that much recently in terms of Brickfilm Day stuff, but you know, remembering back in the day, like Brickfilm Day 2019 was hell. That was so much, and I split that with you mostly, BP, but still it was intense.
100 participants across 2 days.
Yeah, Jesus. Just getting there. Yeah, but that was a lot of fun.
I remember that was like the first time I ever talked to James.
Yeah.
I remember James texted me like out of the blue, and I was like, "Who is this man?" And he was like, "Can you do promotion for me?" And I was like, "Okay."
I swear though that I would have known you from before. That wouldn't have been the first time I messaged you, because no way would I just message you and be like, "Hey, you want account details?"
Didn't we do the live stream?
Yeah, I think
together first.
Oh yeah.
Because I said I was unable to host the live stream because of troubles with my computer.
Yeah,
so I asked in the group chat, was anyone able to take over? And Chad said yes. I'll host the live stream.
That's so cute.
So we gave him our password to the Brickfilm Day channel, and then.
Oh, so that's why we were so. Well, he didn't take over and go fucking crazy, so he must be pretty trusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you barely knew him at the time, so.
Yeah.
I don't really care. It's pretty unhinged. I wouldn't trust him with my password.
Bruh. Well, you fucking met him. He could have fucking killed you, dude.
I know.
Person on the internet.
It's scary.
It would be really amazing in a perfect world where if we could just continue doing Brickfilm Day forever and ever. But the crazy thing as well is that I have so little time progressively nowadays. I'm sure BP and a lot of you guys probably have even less. And it was already hard before trying to divide it up between my brickfilming passion projects and so on before, but now there's so much other stuff I want to do and have to do that it's unfortunately becoming like progressively harder to maintain. But then I also want to ask, like, do you guys think you're going to keep up brickfilming in general? Like, for how long? Because that's something that I've always thought about as well. It's like, this probably will never go anywhere, but I've always appreciated it as a starting off point for filmmaking, but will I ever need to or want to come back to it in the future, you know?
I think I'll at least do it like between like on breaks for college, but I am not sure yet what I'm even gonna be doing after college, so we'll see.
That's fucking that is what's weird. Hey, it's like it's hard to put on a date on it, and I think it'll be sad when, you know, that thing, taking your last stop motion brickfilm frame. What will it be? When will it be?
Oh yeah, one day we'll all place our last block on Minecraft.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with the brickfilming.
Well, the thing is, I'd quite like to keep it as a hobby, but the thing is, I've been doing a lot of live action stuff at film school, especially in the post-production, like sound editing and editing. And, you know, the last thing I want to do after spending hours editing a video, sit down in front of my computer and animate. I'd rather like get outside, get some air.
Yeah. I was about to say that's something that's also like growing up now. I think brickfilming was a lot easier when I was able to be more introverted, but as I've grown up and obviously become a bit more extroverted and comfortable with myself, I feel like I really am wasting my life sitting here and animating for hours in a dark room. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just shaming and making all the fucking brickfilmers out there. I feel like they don't have social lives. That's how I feel when I do it, at least. I do feel quite lonely nowadays.
Well, going back to what you said earlier, it is a really great way to start out for anyone, you know, because you don't have to worry about budget. It's a very easy and accessible way to pick up the camera, you know. Then
and there's so much you can do with it, and I want to say it's probably the easiest form of animation out there, like in terms of what you can do with it and how easily. Like you're not gonna really be attempting any fucking 2D hand-drawn like fight sequences in the same way that you might with like a brick film, which is really insane. It's just amazing. What an amazing animation form, dude.
Yeah, and minifigures, they're limited in posability, so you don't have to worry about twisting all these elbow joints and knee joints and all that, you know.
You just stress the Lego anatomy. That's all you need to know, and it's beautiful. It's a man. Yeah, it's just the thing as well for me though is that over time as well I've come to realize, or at least hate and resent the fact that it is Lego and that it's associated with a kid's toy, because I feel like there are some limitations in how also people receive it, and I don't know how you guys feel about that, or how comfortable you guys are with like sharing your stuff with other people. Like, do you guys like flaunt it with your friends or show them and share? It's like, how many people actually know about what you make?
I don't like flaunt it really, but I do share stuff with my friends. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely feel like that it has like a negative connotation to some people, or like some people think it's weird like outside of the community, but I don't know. I've kind of gotten past caring about that at this point. Like in like middle school and like high school, I was like hesitant because like I don't know, like maybe didn't want to like get made fun of or whatever, but I just don't care anymore. Like I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do.
I think most people are like, for lack of a better word, accepting of it, but the thing is, if you're not accustomed to seeing like serious films made with Lego, a lot of people just see Lego and they laugh at the fact, you know, the gimmick of Lego moving. So I've become more
immature people, dude. Immature people. I mean, hey.
So I've become much more conscious of the fact when wanting to make a film, is Lego the right choice for this story to be told, you know?
I mean, I don't really understand like people this or anything, but it's still a funny thing because it's like people just don't take it seriously, and at least for me, because I've shared my stuff with my school quite a bit, and I remember I shared my Joji thing with a lot of people and a lot of teachers, and it was the kind of thing of, even though that was a recreation and I didn't obviously come up with the original subject matter, but just the people seeing it and thinking that like they had never seen the original and they just saw that Lego stuff, they thought it was fucking weird. And I guess it is weird because it's quite artsy, and I think that's the thing, people can't really imagine like this artsy shit with Lego and so on and so forth, and the I guess the I don't know, and I do think that it might kind of start to come off as pretentious as well, which is a problem. I don't know, it's just a lot more believable if it's in anything other than Lego. So it's like, now at what point do I start, if I actually care about a career in the arts and film, like I should probably start exploring other mediums and trying to, you know, because I'm not about to be making a whole fucking feature length stop motion movie, really. I don't, you know. I could, but I'm not going to.
No, that's
I think
the
you've
thing.
been doing a good job of exploring other mediums like that with your animation and your live action music videos. I think those are really cool.
Thanks, bro.
They've been really strong.
Well, it's just, the thing is that I also feel inspired again. It's I think after a while I got a bit bored of stop motion. I think that as well with social cues, the music video I did this last year, I kind of did everything I wanted to do with that. I think I kind of reached my peak. So unfortunately, we're exploring brighter avenues. But Jared, you have been doing some CGI. Why is that? Why were you drawn to trying that out?
Because it's easier.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Would you like to elaborate on why that is?
Yeah, come on, Jared,
well,
give us some beef here.
Okay, so basically, so like, when you need a certain type of shot, you know, and like it might be hard to do in Lego, right? Like physically, right?
Yeah.
You can just download the model from a website and then put it in this program called Blender, and you can do what you need it to do with it, and then you can get like some really realistic looking lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
And it
beautiful.
looks real, basically.
And it's controlled as hell, which is way more comforting.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be in a dark room.
That's true. You could do it anywhere.
I imagine lighting's a lot easier.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. No. Rather not be depressed. I honestly, nowadays, I don't know how I did it all the time. I spent all those years in a dark room, like, because now if I do it, I remember I did that, and I closed my curtains. It was depressing as hell.
Yeah.
I'm still throwing shade at all the brickfilmers. Shout out brickfilming. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
I'm thinking more at this stage where I'm an adult. I've only got a year left of education, or 18 months left. I'm thinking more about exploring. Yeah, unless I do a master's.
Jeez, that's
but
gone by quickly.
Even more expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely more conscious now of exploring other mediums other than just brickfilming. But I don't think brickfilming is seen negatively, really, because you're still taking initiative. You're still making films in your own time, even though you don't have a lot of resources. And I mean, that's what got me into film school in the first place, you know. That's what got me an unconditional offer. So regardless of what grades I ended up getting at school, I was guaranteed a place at my first choice university, regardless. All because I've been making Lego films and doing these collaborations with other people and stuff like that.
Yeah. They were like, this guy actually wants to make stuff. He's not just like watching all the Tarantinos and being like, I'm gonna be a filmmaker.
I was just gonna say, like, ironically, when my mum was telling me to stop animating Lego and focus on my schoolwork, it was my Lego work that got me into film school, not the grades. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, mom.
Yeah, that's true. It is weird because now as well at school, I'm doing like AP Maths, Advanced Program Maths. I don't want to do anything to do with maths, or like I don't want to do that. So I don't even know why I'm really wasting my time doing that when I could be working on more shit. So that's the funny thing. I don't know. It's just as important to make time for these kind of projects as it is anything else, it would seem.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm not saying drop out of school. I mean, school is still important.
No, don't do that.
If you want to get into a creative industry like the film industry, it's more, they don't care about your school grades. They care about, your experience and your passion for filmmaking more than anything else, and your ability to collaborate with others.
And that's also weird though. Why, like, if you also think about it, it can then also lead into film school, and well, I don't really know, because at the end of the day, how important is education?
Yeah, I mean,
man,
a lot of people say you don't need to go to film school, and that's true. It just depends what you want to get out of it. Like I chose to go because I wanted to meet other people who I can make films with. I wanted to use all the thousands of pounds worth of equipment which I wouldn't be able to get access to otherwise. Also give me knowledge from people in the industry and starting to make connections and stuff. So it depends what you want to get out of it.
That's a fair point. You're swaying me again, BP. You're swaying me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure whether I would recommend it during lockdown, but
no.
Do not recommend.
No,
I've had one in-person film class where I've gotten to like use equipment in my entire freshman year of film school during lockdown.
And you're still paying the same amount, aren't you?
Still paying the same amount.
Ooh.
Very much regret the decision. But also, what the hell would I have done with myself for a year?
Yeah.
Lego.
That is true. Yeah, well,
Lego.
I don't know. I'm thinking in my gap year, I wouldn't mind trying to make my own like film or something that is of substantiality, and then seeing then from there on whether I wouldn't then benefit from film school. But you know, it's a crazy thing though. I don't know what the future will hold. So exciting and terrifying.
Indeed.
Yes.
Shall we move on to the submitted questions by our wonderful subscribers? Or?
So what are we gonna finally talk about? Godzilla versus Kong?
Yeah, we've got a lot of monkey-related questions, including Godzilla versus Kong, the new action blockbuster.
I see that tiny smile appearing on Jared's face right there. I see it. Oh,
He heard monkey and
it's getting bigger and bigger.
activated.
Monkey. Booga booga.
So
Booga,
Jared,
booga, booga, booga.
what are your thoughts on this topic?
Monkey game.
The fuck? So true. There is nothing. There's nothing to say. What is there to say? BP,
Well,
do you have anything to say? Wait, Jared.
I will give my thoughts on the trailer. I thought it looked very entertaining, but I think it really is just gonna be CGI monsters fighting each other for 2.5 hours, which I don't really find that appealing, and it makes it feel a lot more empty. So it's more just of seeing like I mean, it's fun to watch, but in the end, the outcome is like ultimately decided by the writers, right? So there's like no real like conflict that feels tangible, you know?
They're not going to kill off
That's true.
Godzilla or Kong, are they? So
Yeah.
like Batman versus Superman, they're just going to punch for a bit and then mates.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying like they could literally just get an alligator and like a chimp and put them together and call it Godzilla versus Kong, and I would probably like it more.
I just hope it's more Godzilla 2014 than it is Godzilla King of the Monsters, because Godzilla King of the Monsters is just not great.
I seriously forgot that movie even came out, to be honest. And I mean, I didn't
It's
see
like-
it, so fair enough. But I forgot that came out.
I tried to rewatch it recently, and the human stuff is like unwatchable.
Oh, that's savage.
Yeah.
The monster fights are good, are like fine, but yeah, it's not good.
Oh no.
Kong Skull Island was good though.
That was what's so weird is that on Twitter I feel like people trick themselves into caring about stuff way more than they actually do. It's like this came out of nowhere, and I was like, since when did people care this much about? I thought people were always complaining about how much they hated giant CGI monster battles at the end of movies, and that is
James-
literally this entire movie.
It's because it's a big monkey.
Monkey.
That's actually 100% why people care about it this much.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry, if you're rooting for Godzilla, you're a psychopath. He's just a giant lizard. He's a metaphor for an atomic bomb or whatever. Why would you root for him over a bloody monkey, you know? At least he's got some,
Monkey
Kong's
with
got some
stick.
humanity in him. He's a bit...
That is true. Isn't it like Godzilla's like America, and like I feel like I don't know why, but King Kong feels like it represents Vietnam to me. I don't know if that was
Godzilla was supposed to. Godzilla was like originally was supposed to like represent the atomic bombs dropped on Japan.
But what's the association
'Cause
between
he's a-
Godzilla and
Well, like
King
it destroys Japan.
oh, between Godzilla and King Kong.
No, between the two characters.
It's just-
They
they're
were
just
created
very-
so far apart.
They're just massive, iconic monsters that people wanted to see fight. I mean, like, I don't know.
They made the King
For the
Kong versus
spectacle.
Godzilla in the 60s. You know, it's not new.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I don't know anything about this. It's crazy. Is it wrong to privatize older videos? Yo?
I don't know, James. You privatized a lot of older videos. What are your thoughts?
Because they were bad.
I think it is bad to privatize old videos, like, even if you don't like them, because I, like, deleted a lot of my old videos when I was, like, in, like, 2014 or 2013. I wasn't even, like, that much better, but for some reason I, like, wanted to delete them. And I really regret doing that, just because now I, like, don't have a lot of those. Like, I found a couple on my hard drive, but, like, I really wish I had, like, my first animations that I did, like, still up. It's, like, a point of reference to see, like, how far you've come.
Yeah.
And so,
Why
if
isn't it
anyone's
up?
thinking of...
Did you delete them?
I deleted them. That's what I was saying.
Why did you
When I was,
delete
like,
them?
I was, like, 12. I was, like, 12 or 13. I
Idiot.
don't know. I was dumb. I know.
Idiot.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, if anyone's, like, wanting to do that, like, I don't do that.
Yeah. I was in the exact same mentality at that age. I just delete all my old first videos. But yeah, like you're saying, it's good to see your progress, unless you've got like some really embarrassing Minecraft Let's Plays on your channel. Then
Yes, done. You can delete those.
Yeah, it's almost always comes down to the personality stuff of like voice acting or the writing is what makes me cringe. Not even the animation necessarily. It's definitely when I hear my 9-year-old squeaker voice, I'm like, fuck off. I don't need this.
what really annoys me is when people just quit Brickfilming altogether and then just privatize every single one of their videos so nobody can watch it ever.
That is insane.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, it is a strange thing. But I think as well, a lot of people do tend to quit Brickfilming. Those who do that tend to quit Brickfilming because I think that there's a thing that happens for them internally of wanting to distance themselves from the medium, or I don't really know. I think for them it suddenly becomes a childish thing.
Yeah.
Because there seems to definitely be a link between Brickfilming and quitting and growing up.
But even like if you want to do a hard switch in the type of your topics, like go from Brickfilming to like commentary or music.
About this the other day.
Yeah. Why would you just use the same channel and just unlist all your old videos your audience is interested in, then start new content suddenly with unannounced like your audience doesn't give a shit about, because they're just gonna unsubscribe. You're still gonna have loads of subscribers who don't watch your videos. It's just gonna be demoralizing, or at least it would be for me, having all these subs and nobody's watching your stuff, and you're gonna suffer in the algorithm as well, which is...
That's how I kind of feel right now though. Like, my channel's not growing. I'm getting barely any views on the stuff I'm putting out, and I do wonder, should I not just start a new channel? Even though I do think that I have kind of transitioned slightly. I don't think it's a complete left turn, but still, the fact that it's not Lego.
You're still doing animated music videos. A lot of your audience are still interested in seeing your future stuff, even though it's not Lego. I'm talking about when...
I mean, I'm thankful for that, especially, yeah, but still, it doesn't feel as much. I don't know, but yeah, please continue.
Yeah, I'm just talking about when... If you're slowly transitioning into other forms of filmmaking and animation, then I won't start a new channel, because then you can see your progress. Like Jeremy was saying, you know, and it's not so sudden, and at least a sizable portion of your audience is interested. I'm talking about when someone just starts creating music out of the blue, or doing commentary videos, or like gaming videos out of the blue
stuff
with
that's
no
completely
transition.
Different.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think the comparison that someone made as well was Jay Aubrey, which is a really great one, because it's like those commentary videos are completely different. Completely different from Lego Batman. And I swear as well, wasn't it? It might have been Chris who said it or something. The fact that I think he did upload one of them to Aubrey Studios or something and got hated on. Or am I misremembering? I don't know.
I believe he
deleted it
uploaded.
and it started up.
Yeah, he uploaded his first two, I think, to Aubrey Studios before setting up the new channel. But there you go. He's still successful. He's got 5 times as many subs on his new channel in like half the time.
Yeah.
So
Goes to show, man. But that, I don't know. Then I also wonder to an extent of like, can a channel be too old then to get promoted? But the YouTube algorithm is so fucky. It's so hard to tell. And as well, with the growing popularity of so many other social medias that are also video orientated, it suddenly begs the question of, should I be prioritizing YouTube so much? Because still for me, whenever I promote a video, it'll always be like, I'll put a link on Twitter with a clip, but not the full video, and I always try and direct it back to YouTube. But now it's feeling more and more that I shouldn't even bother with that, and that I should just upload the full things to each individual social media.
Yeah, I feel I've like thought a lot about all of this stuff too, with like posting my trailers to Twitter and stuff. Because like whenever like something like the Batman trailer got picked up on Twitter, it would only happen if I posted the whole thing. Like when I like posted the clips, usually I just posted the clip like right when it comes out, just to get people like my base to go check out the video on YouTube. But I feel like stuff doesn't get pushed a lot if it's just half there, and like you get kicked off and have to go, like if they have to go through another outlet to look at it, they're usually just gonna be like, fuck that, and click off.
It's so much easier to share with other people on like sites like Twitter, where you can just click a button and all your followers will see it, you know?
Yeah. And another thing, I know what you were saying about like YouTube not pushing certain channels and stuff, because I know like, especially for the Batman trailer, I think is my biggest example of this that I have. It got 90,000 views, which is like great, and I'm super thankful for that. But if I look at my analytics, like it's something, I'm gonna find the exact numbers. Like 65% of those views are from like external sources, and like 3% are from suggested videos, like YouTube pushing the video to other people. Like YouTube's algorithm is so like hit or miss. Like it like makes me want like question like if I need to like make a new channel or something, because none of my videos get pushed and like recommended. And then I post a like teaser on my second channel, and that it has like 200 subscribers on it, and the teaser got like pushed out into the algorithm and got like 1,000 views. It's just like,
it is really fucked. I hate YouTube. It's so shitty.
Stupid.
That's why one social media that I really do love and admire, even though that I'm never gonna like fully get into it, but I love how TikTok's algorithm works, where it will just promote anything. Like it will show to anyone, you know, no matter how small your account is, and it will just thrust anything into the spotlight, and you never know, and it's insane. I love that.
I mean, I haven't posted on TikTok, but what I've heard is the downside of that is you get lots of hits in one video, except you don't perhaps continue and sustain the audience, especially if you don't upload frequently, which is, you know, our content takes a while to make, so if you're not posting constantly, does that impact your...
The thing as well with TikTok is that it thrives off like Vine does with comedy videos. There's not really any room for serious stuff. It's either comedy or weird challenges or some kind of fucking whatever the fuck. And just posting like an animation thing alone that isn't a joke or a gag will not get pushed in the same way, or I don't think will get as much attention. At least I found. Yeah,
I've seen Forcefire 101 do like super well on TikTok just because of the comedy aspect, and like even he does post like new stuff he does and like little skits to TikTok, but most of his content on there is like just pulling from the like vast depths of his like filmography on YouTube, so he can just like constantly upload comedy stuff on TikTok and just rack up followers and stuff on that, and that like works great for him.
Yeah, it's because it's more shareable, and you know, people, especially on TikTok, have very short attention spans because they're used to just flicking through like these short minute videos or less. Much more easier to keep an audience, and also for them to share it and pass it on, you know.
That's the crazy thing as well that I've noticed among just people in my life and people that I encounter on the daily. It seems like more and more people just that I casually meet aren't that much into movies as much as more they are into TV shows, and then more and more into YouTube videos and just stuff that is more accessible and quicker to consume. And you know, you'll hear about people who are like obsessed with Netflix and stuff, but they'll never like make it out to the cinema or anything. It's just there's this more and more growing attitude to stuff that's accessible and easy and doesn't require much effort to consume, which is
Yeah.
quite sad.
It's quite depressing. Like
Quite sad.
a lot of people who are willing to binge an entire series on Netflix in one night wouldn't go and watch the 2-hour film.
Yeah, that's exactly, because it's like the daunting thing of something that starts from, start to finish. But even then, I feel the same way, because I certainly feel way more compelled. I mean, I personally watch a show like one episode a night. I can't binge. But I would feel more compelled to, watch a show than a movie, just because it's easier.
I'm the
Even though
opposite.
I enjoy movies more.
I barely watch any shows.
You feel more compelled to watch I mean, me too.
Yeah.
But just to watch one episode,
Yeah,
it's a bigger, greater convenience.
I'm not getting a complete story in one episode. To me, I'd rather
That's also
spend an
true.
extra hour watching something and get a complete story, and then I can
Get
go on
your
my way.
catharsis in.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck me. So true. Fuck. But that's interesting though. I don't know. It was a very it's a weird thing of like, you spend so much time animating a video, and then when you eventually do put it out, you want the reception, you want it to be well received, and you want it to go over well, and it's always such a dodgy thing of, I never know what process I should go through to put it out. And I also want to try out other processes, but I don't want to go with something, if this is making sense, I don't want to like I remember now with my recent one, it's like, I should probably put an attachment on the title that clarifies it's an animated music video instead of just putting the song title. But it's like, what if that actually makes it less viable than it has been before, and I'll get less views than before? But if I don't know unless I try, but I might fuck it up. And then it's quite annoying because I spent a month on that. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a dud. And
I
not
guess-
as many people as I would have liked saw that.
I guess in your instance as well, you're making music videos rather than, so you don't really have a specific moment of action or dialogue you can take and make into its own short, snappy thing, can you? Because it's all about the flow of the music and the visuals, I guess.
You can, I don't know. And now I'm thinking as well with what Jeremy said, I'm thinking that I should have just posted the entire clip of that video to Twitter, but maybe like when Brockhampton or something releases a new album, which will probably be soon, then I'll probably maybe try again. I don't know. I'll release the whole video, dude. It'll be crazy. I hate this social media game. It's so frustrating. There are no right answers, which is just annoying as hell.
It's really just luck.
Yeah.
The right person logs on at the right time.
I was just gonna say, if you want to get something to go viral, you gotta adjust your content to fit that. You got to make it very attention grabbing in the first few seconds, and have the clip-based stuff, and want to get people to click on it, which is hard to do when you're trying to make serious films.
What's really interesting is like the fact that like war films I think kind of for some reason have exceptions of sometimes being like one of the only original things on YouTube that get picked up for whatever reason. I don't know, the fan base behind that is such a strange one. And I'm thinking as well about like Twickerbricks The Front, which kind of blew up despite being an original film, and I can't believe that happened as well. It was such a great, I don't know, it's so weird.
The Front, that's when was that posted? 2014.
7 years ago.
Yeah, it's a different age compared to what goes viral now. But yeah, if you want to get views doing like war brick films or stuff, you've got to build up a niche audience, because there is lots of people who watch that stuff, but you just got to find your audience and target that audience.
But it's so soul destroying. Hey, I don't know.
The YouTube machine is not well suited to animation.
No, it isn't, dude. And if you want to do something animation oriented, it has to revolve around something else, I swear, which is so painful as well. But what you were saying then about the algorithm is that it really takes, like, if you're a small channel, it's so hard to get that spotlight, and you have to almost be catapulted by something else. Like, the only time I've ever really gone viral on my own terms was with my Joji thing, and that was because it got tweeted out by 88 Rising, and then it got like a large amount of views from the get-go, and then because of that, the YouTube algorithm was like, this is good, it's getting views out of nowhere, so we're just gonna keep it going. And it's like, why can't you just give it the views to begin with? But whatever.
I mean, I think that's why, like, our Brickfilm Day views, I wouldn't call them viral, but we've got 3 videos with over 1 million views. The Bohemian Rhapsody one, that was people sharing it around on social media, and via me stepping in and directing people to our video.
Those big collaborative stuff is always what gets it going.
Yeah, there's a big influx of views, and like you said, YouTube sees that and starts promoting it, especially because it's a very timely thing. We had a big influx of views when Brian May posted it, but then we had an even bigger influx of views once the film got nominated for Oscars. And then,
we were so lucky to suddenly just be like, let's do this random biopic, and it happened to be one of the biggest films of that year. Like, who saw that coming?
For some reason, that video is really taken off in South America and Central America. Like, a third of the views are
I mean,
from,
have
like,
you not
Central
seen
America.
those, like, comments, like, who's watching from Brazil or something, or, like, come to Brazil? There's always those comments.
Come to Brazil.
Brazil's big, dude. Yeah.
And then,
Damn.
with our Marvel and Star Wars views, lots of people worked on them, so you got a lot of interest from within our community. So hundreds of people who are interested in Brickfilming watch it straight away. And then because of the length, between 10 and 20 minutes, apparently that favours you with the algorithm. And of course, with Star Wars, a lot of people are searching Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, the video game, which is why I titled it Lego Skywalker Saga and Lego.
You clever man.
Genius.
You clever.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, Road to Infinity War and shit. Man, you clever.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to how you finding your audience. And Ed Pound, he's had a big rise, but his content is, it's make short, snappy, fast-paced comedy videos and post them not so much weekly anymore, but he was posting them weekly. That's the type
He was
of
on the
stuff
grind,
where,
dude.
yeah, that's the type of stuff, like, no offense to him, but lots of kids with short attention span are into, especially like the Marvel stuff he's doing, because it's so fast paced, got a bunch of jokes, bunch of action. That's what's gonna take off and get you big.
Yeah, but respect the guy. He knew what he was doing. He was, as in, like, he had a knowledge of the algorithm, or and he was willing to put in that work, and he did it, dude, while still, I think, creating his own path.
So it also helps that he's like genuinely funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
he makes
like
good
his stuff is
actually.
good. Like he's able to make like really like good stuff, like funny content, like so regularly. Like,
Yeah. I just want to clarify, I'm not dissing this stuff at all. I thought the Spider-Man video
yeah,
we
I
made
know.
this week was brilliant. It's just,
just felt like that had to be said.
Yeah. There's a really interesting thing about like the growing meme culture and the impact it has had on how we identify and what we are interested in. Of like sometimes titling something vague or something funny, which doesn't necessarily reflect the video at all, will probably get you more attention, if that makes sense. Like I'm thinking about what's the Panzer Hat videos, like the titles of that shit. Like what? And what they obviously reflect the videos because he's gone more and more into like such memey territory, but he's an example of someone who's blown up and found an audience outside of the typical Lego people.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We were going on about playing with the algorithm and stuff, except at the end of the day, you make stuff people want to click on, like a lot of people want to click on, whether that be like a mass appeal or just targeting a specific niche, then you're gonna take off.
That's the thing. It's a weird like level or like balance of doing your own thing while also being like conforming to what's popular so that people give you a chance at all.
So true.
So true. Are we good? Are we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. So thanks for listening. If you made it this far, leave a like if you enjoyed it, and let us know if you want to see more of these. Jared, would you like to close off this podcast?
I would be honored to. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed us talking about stuff. It was really fun to do. even though I barely said anything.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. So yeah.
So much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks for watching.
My vision is going blurry.